we know we are not. This is Friday, so we're not going to go ahead and do some overreactions. But we're going to go ahead and preview these games coming up. Week 10 preview in the books. Nene, we are halfway through the regular season. Shoot, more than halfway. Almost.
Woo!
Come on now. It feels good. Feels good, but it's going by quick, Nay. We in November
going
already.
By real quick. I'm sad about it. I wanted to slow down a little bit. Slow down.
Me too.
We're almost at Thanksgiving, man. It's crazy.
Come on. Now we are almost at that Dallas game, so we can speed up to that. Let's speed up. But look, let's go into it. Yesterday, Baltimore narrowly beats the Bengals 35-34. Hey, Janae, for all of the Thursday night sleepers, this was a great game.
What a game. I am so excited that I watched that game. I had a whole bunch of crap going on for the first half, but I caught it right when they came back in the halftime. And I'm like, oh, man, this is pretty much over. The Bengals can keep pushing. Look like it's about to be a blowout.
Oh, yeah.
And Lamar must have had a serious freaking pep talk with the team because they came out hot. Before you know it, I'm just into it. I'm in front of the TV like, this is amazing. You know, just when you think that, you know, Lamar is going to finish it off like he always does his thing.
Come on.
That boy, Joe Burrow said, you're not going to sleep on me now. There was some serious penalties that happened on that last drive to move them a little further down. You know, no timeouts. Well, I think they had one timeout left. But, I mean, hey, for the Bengals to move the ball down the field like that, get the touchdown. Sean, where I disagree, I do not think that they should have went for the 2-point conversion. What you think?
I'm with you. Look, I get it. You got the momentum. You talked about them driving down the field. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase had an absolutely amazing game. 200 plus yards, 11 receptions. So I get you feel that momentum, but you got to take the points. Take the points, go into overtime. You guys were feeling better. I get you want to be gutsy. You want your guys to come with you. If they would have made it, if they make this, then all of a sudden, Janae, we're flipped. Then it's changed. Then it's like, oh, what a great call. What a great call. But hindsight.
I know everybody uses that, though. It's like if it flipped. But I feel like when you got one play game on the line, you weren't doing that throughout the game. You were not one and doneing the whole time. Even the touchdown came on a 3rd and 10, you know? So it wasn't like it was clicking like that.
Right.
And so I don't think I would have done it. I would have took the opportunity. Now, you don't want it to be like what Patrick Mahomes just did, you know, with the Bucks, be able to just get the ball and go all the way down and score a touchdown. You do take that risk. But in my opinion, I'd rather take that risk. The flip of the coin, if I would have got the ball, I could have got it all the way down the field. You know, I don't know. I don't think I would have done it, but I don't get paid the big bucks. So maybe he felt like analytics said that this was the way to go.
Well, right. And look, to each his own, it's a 50-50 shot. But even if you do that, Janae, why aren't you going to the guy that has been balling out? The Ravens defense could not contain Jamar Chase.
The whole time.
So why are you throwing to a tight end at the goal line for the 2-point conversion? Throw it to your guy.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, man?
And the Ravens got away with a lot of calls, man, because the thing is, I mean, there was some blatant face masks. There was some, I mean, it was just crazy, the calls that were missed.
Yeah.
Missed.
Yeah. Look, hey, look, the number one call that was missed is somebody telling them that wearing them all purple Rush jerseys was a good thing. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Stop, Barney. What are y'all doing?
Hey, they want to be out there with their colors on. Let them be, Sean. Let them be.
As long as they win, they don't care. They're not worried about it.
They got the W. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Shout out to the Ravens. Once again, they are proving that they do have an MVP candidate. My God, the boy is on fire.
Yes. Stop all the talk, all the negative talk, because he very well can get back-to-back MVPs the way he's playing. And
I mean, was down, came back, 2 touchdowns.
Come on.
And then made it a game. Oh, my God. I mean, what more could you ask for? God,
after
Dak
starting,
Prescott, give me some of that. Give me some of that.
Dak said, no.
You're crazy.
Yo, shout out to those guys. Definitely it's going to be a tightly contested
100%.
AFC North matchup.
For sure.
Speaking of that matchup, Washington plays the Steelers this week. Now, Janae, we've already found out, even though we traded for Marshawn Lattimore, he will not be playing.
Yep.
B-Rob, Brian Robinson, he also is out. So that's our running back. And then our kicker, Austin Seibert, did not practice on Wednesday. I don't think he really practiced today. So we signed Zane Gonzalez to the practice squad. So we might be without our starting kicker.
No, I have him on my fantasy. He's been getting me so many points.
Yep.
So that sucks.
So with that being said, going into this game before, when we thought everybody was healthy, I saw Washington. I saw us keeping it close and potentially pulling it out by a field goal. Now, with that defense as good as it is, I know our offense is going to make some plays. I know we can get it done.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I think that defense against the rookie quarterback is not I don't think it's going to put us in advantageous situations.
Oh, you hear that, Sean? You hear that?
What?
TJ. Oh, man, I thought Halloween was gone. TJ. Oh, man. Whoa. I don't know what that was. Sean, I don't know.
Whoa. Look, all I know.
Wake up the beast.
Look, all I know is if they can beat the Steelers, we gonna crush the Steelers. That's all I know.
Oh, you know what? If you don't beat them, you know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm gonna say.
Look, we don't win, the show is canceled. I'm just letting you know that right now. All right. But I got Pitt winning. I got Pittsburgh winning it by 2. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think it's gonna come down to that defense, and I think our offensive line has been playing great, but we have been playing teams that have been depleted. We've been playing teams that have been injured on defense. And whenever we don't have B-Rob, we struggle with the run game. So I'm being realistic. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think we're going to win. Are we going to lose it at close? What you think?
Okay. I have been picking against y'all weekly. So this week I'm going to shock the world. I'm going to pick Washington, because I don't know what type of oil they are rubbing on each other to bless each other before the game, but the oil is working. It's dripping.
What? What?
It's dripping down. The oil is all over the team. God has got his hands on Washington. So
let's go.
I can't count him out. I won't count him out. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go for Washington. Matter of fact, I've already made my little picks this week. Washington is winning the game, so we'll see. We will see.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a first. You might never see this again.
Oh,
so definitely pay attention.
Here you go.
No, let's move on. Minnesota having a great season against Jacksonville, who has been struggling this year mightily. I don't even think Trevor Lawrence is playing. Well, hey, enough. Did he talk? Okay, Janae. What?
Who did he? I ain't talking about Diddy.
Look, I say, did he or didn't he? I mean, yo, come on. Yo, Minnesota and Jacksonville. Nene, what you think about this?
Man, I'm thinking, Minnesota is still Minnesota, so I'm not going to count him out. With that boy, JJ is out there just catching balls and doing his thing. Oh, baby oil. That's what he meant. He said, because I said, baby, no Diddy stuff. No Diddy stuff. I promise. But I think Minnesota's going to pull this one off. Jacksonville has actually been playing pretty well. It's just they can't get over the hump. So I'm not counting them out, but I also think Minnesota is just too good all around to lose the game. So I'm calling Minnesota for this one. What you got?
No, I'm right there with you, man. Jacksonville can't seem to get out of their own way. They lost to Houston by 4. They lost to the Bears by double digits. They, like you said, they've been able to win some of these games against New England and Indy, but then you lose to Philly by 5. You lose to Green Bay by 3. You know what I mean? These games are close, but it's just not getting
Can't
better.
Get over the hump.
No. And then you look who they have down the list. They got Detroit in a couple weeks. They got Houston again.
Yep.
You know what I mean? New York, who's trying to do something. So, yeah, I'm with you. Minnesota is just playing too well right now. Yep. And I think Jacksonville is they're just trending in the wrong direction.
I feel you. I think y'all can let us know what y'all think, but I absolutely think that Minnesota's going to pull this out.
Oh, yeah. Now, in the game for who's going to get the first pick in the draft, the Carolina Panthers and the New York Football Giants.
New York.
New York. Actually, where's my broomstick? Because we just swept y'all. Oh yeah,
here he goes.
Oh yeah.
Now it's a hype thing to do is to get hype over.
Let's go. We won that thing. Let's go.
Lord. They did win. They did win the game. But Sean, you know who's going to win that game? I think the New York Giants is going to win that game.
Yep.
It's crazy to me that Bryce Young finally got to take a knee.
Right.
For the very first time
Come on,
since he started playing. That's insane to me. So, in my opinion, I think the Giants got this one. What you got?
Nah, I'm right there with you. I think the Giants definitely got it. I'm not even gonna blink. I mean, look, the Giants played us tough both times. They have a solid defense. Shout out to what they can do. Carolina, I'm happy for Bryce Young.
Yeah.
But I think Carolina has the problem Washington had. We had Dan Snyder, and no matter how good or prepared we were, we just always had that dark cloud. I think that's where Carolina is with their owner, Tapper.
Yeah.
So I just don't think they can get out of their way either, and I think the Giants got it. Tisha said, hey, family. She said, Jacksonville is my hubby's team. They need to fire their head coach and OC. Trevor
He's on the chopping block
from his receivers. Yep, they are.
He's on the chopping block for sure.
So we're gonna see. But I got the Giants. I got the Giants.
All right, cool.
All right, let's move on down the list. Shout out to our homegirl Tina and her Denver Broncos as they play a divisional matchup against the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, Sean, I mean, what you want to do? You want to go ahead and shout your girl Tina out again?
Tina,
Kansas City is just gonna win again. They're gonna win again.
I can't. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
With Hopkins, he was able to come over within a week, and they already gelled like they've been playing together for years. And see the connection now. Hopkins has been in a situation where he's been begging for this type of situation because now he can just eat. And Sean, by golly, he's eating.
Come on,
2 touchdowns.
You want it for somebody like Hopkins. You're balling out in Houston. Then everything obviously happens with Deshaun Watson and everything. Yep. You go to Arizona. You making these great catches in Arizona. They implode. Then some reason you go to the Titans, which was a terrible move.
Horrible.
And then now you get to be with the baby goat.
You're at the mountaintop, baby.
Oh, come on now.
At the mountaintop, baby.
I'm hyped for y'all. Shout out to you, Hop. Maybe you can get that Super Bowl. But I mean, realistically, we think Kansas City's gonna win. I'm looking at their schedule. Is there anybody that can beat Kansas City?
No. I looked at the schedule too, Sean. No. Back to the Super Bowl they go.
Yeah.
Back to the Super Bowl they go.
I mean, I think we got it. We talking three-peat. Like I just can't see anybody beat.
Added an all-star. Did you see the way they looked at Sean? The connection was like they've been playing forever. I'm freaking jealous. I watched that game like this is cheating.
Yeah, exactly. But look, see, so this is the other part about Washington doing good now, because you sit there and think about it. And you look at the NFC, you're like, all right, I feel like we got a chance. Maybe Philly, maybe Detroit, boom, boom. But if by chance, if all the stars align and we make it to the promised land, we don't have to taste Kansas City, and I'm not touching that. I know what's going to happen in that game. I don't want to see that embarrassment. I don't want to be sacrificed at the altar of Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, and the Swifties, and all that. Come on, new damn Patriots.
Well, we know daggone well it ain't gonna be Washington. I'll let you live that story out in your brain, but we know daggone well it ain't gonna be Washington.
Oh, we know daggone well who it ain't gonna be.
I
Washington is closer than somebody else.
I know who it is gonna be, and you gotta eat it. You gotta eat it. I know who will be there. The NFC is going to be taken by Detroit. We know this.
Woo.
We know it.
I can't wait.
We know it. And then don't y'all got to play them? Y'all don't got to play them?
No, not to the playoffs,
This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was going to use as an example. He just fell into my trap. They don't got to play Detroit.
Look, that's why I said we the Cowboys. No, we didn't play San Francisco.
This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's cheating. It's
Hey,
cheating.
look, we played Baltimore and only lost by a touchdown. Okay.
Oh, we played Baltimore. We only lost by 3 points. What are you talking about?
You guys were down 28-6.
We came back.
Oh.
We came back because that's what Dak does.
They turned the daggone Ravens just put their practice squad in there.
Oh, you
they
think
let you guys get in
up
there?
To 3 points? You think they just let us get there? You just think
that's
they
exactly
let us tiptoe up there?
Clearly they did. Y'all ain't that good.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Dak finished that last drive. It's over. He makes a name for himself. But you know what? What Dak does, he doesn't do that.
Oh, okay. You just tell Dak to rest up. Rest up.
I will.
Okay?
I will.
We'll see him
back.
later.
He'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, I hope so. Yo, we got to move on to another divisional game. Atlanta playing New Orleans. Yo, we got to shout out one of the hosts of the Ladies Takeover show, Nicole, and her New Orleans team been struggling. They're dealing with some stuff, but she's going to the game.
She's going to the game. And listen, she is a diehard. Her and her husband, they love the Saints. It's a beautiful thing that they get to come all the way from Canada, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Canada to go watch their New Orleans Saints play. But I think it is going to be a game where they're just going to be watching their team lose.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta is just, Atlanta knows how to turn it on when they know how to turn it on. They, you can't sleep on Kirk Cousins, man. I'm telling you. I've been telling Sean since Washington got rid of him.
Tell me about him. Tell me about how Atlanta is. How well? I mean, have you guys played them recently?
Yeah, we did. We lost. And we lost. First time, I think they've been in the league 8 years. That was the second time Kirk Cousins ever beat Dak Prescott. Ever.
You know what, Captain? I got some choice words for you, fella. Because I needed those victories when you were in Washington.
He gave you the yards. He gave you the points. Y'all couldn't finish it, okay?
Yo, you know what? We're going to see. But, yo, shout out to it. I'm with you. I just think with the firing of New Orleans coach Dennis Allen, and obviously Marshawn Lattimore is now here. Carr is still kind of iffy. Atlanta's got it, man. They're on a roll. And I'm actually worried and concerned because we got to play them down the line. So
you do.
We're going to see. We definitely going to see. Let's move on. San Francisco playing Tampa. Christian McCaffrey might be back.
He might be back. I'm excited for that, man. I've been holding on to him, man. I have him. Been holding on so long, waiting to put him in. Would be happy to do that, but I don't want people to sleep on Tampa, man. Tampa be fighting. They always come down to this overtime loss, which sucks because Tampa actually offensively is cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Defensively shows up when they need to show up. It's just, sometimes they fall short, and last couple times they just fell short, Sean. But I'm picking. Oh man, I think Tampa Bay is due for one.
You know what?
I'm due for one.
I'm gonna agree with you on that, man. I look. We know San Francisco might seem a little bit better, but honestly, we saw Tampa for week 1.
Yep.
When they're at full strength. Now, obviously, Evans is out. Godwin is out. So we'll see how they're able to move the ball. But the way Baker's playing in that offense, the way that running game is going, and like you said, their defense is playing up to the challenge.
Yeah.
San Francisco, C-Mac hasn't played all season. So he's not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
Then you don't have Ayuk. You just have Debo, and I think it's going to be a close one, but I think Tampa can pull this one out. I'm with you.
I think they can. The way they've been churning, I think, they show up when they need to show up. It's just at the end, they've just been falling short. But I think they'll get over the hump on this one. What we got next?
Oh, yeah. Buffalo, your Buffalo Billies.
Ooh, Billies.
And the Colts. And Josh Allen, man, I told you they got the division because ain't nobody else in the division got more than 3 wins.
Yeah, they got the division.
So they sitting pretty over here. This is a game they should win.
But I don't think they're going to have Amari Cooper, right?
I don't believe so.
I think he's out. Well, it's Josh Allen, man. I'm not going to sleep on my boy Josh.
Oh, we know that.
Do your thing this week, man. I'm going for the Buffalo Billies, baby.
Ooh, I like that. Look, Indy, clearly, they don't know who their quarterback is. 1 minute.
You're not going to go for Flacco? You're not going to go for Flacco?
I love Flacco, but Flacco showed his age last game. And then as long as Anthony Richardson is saying, I'm just tired, I just need to take myself out the game.
Man.
Clearly, he ain't getting it done.
I can't believe you said that.
I think Indy makes it close, But I think it's Buffalo, man. I just don't see Josh Allen and them boys slipping up this week.
Yeah, we agree. We definitely agree on that. Hey, Bucks defense says you're welcome, Hopkins. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Man,
come on now.
Man, oh man.
Cleveland and Coronado out for Carolina. Well,
they're not gonna be able to do it. They're not gonna be able to do it.
Carolina ain't. We weren't expecting Carolina to do much in that one.
Not at all.
Look, and speaking of another team we're not expecting to do much, New England has been struggling. Shout out to Drake May, getting the start and been playing the best he can.
Good job, Drake.
But I think they're gonna lose this one. Chicago, unfortunately, 2 weeks ago had that Hail Mary against them. Then the Cardinals kind of put in that work. I think Chicago is going to be fired up.
They do. They do
and
for
ready to
one.
get a
They
victory.
do for one this time.
They need it. They definitely need it because
I'm picking Chicago
behind.
I said I'm picking Chicago too.
Oh yeah, because they falling behind the division. When you got Green Bay, you got Minnesota, and you got Detroit all shooting up.
Yeah, you can't slack. You can't slack.
You can't. They 4-4. They cannot afford to lose many more games, if any more games, if they really want to be competitive this year. So yeah, I got Chicago. I'm right there with you. We got to go on to this next game, because Philly, Dallas, it's always a good one, but
always a battle.
Are we going to see that? Are we going to see Dallas playing up to this challenge, or are we going to see Saquon Barkley spinning and then doing backwards hurdles over?
I believe. I believe.
Don't do this to yourself.
Cooper Rush.
Don't do this to yourself.
Cooper Rush. The last time Dak got hurt, we needed Cooper Rush for 5 games, Sean. Do you know how many games he won out of those 5?
Janae,
4.
don't do it. Don't do it. Who would you play in those 4 games?
He played Philly, one of them.
Is that the one he lost?
He did. But, ladies and gentlemen, I believe. I am going to say my Dallas Cowboys are going to pull this off.
Ooh.
By the grace of God. Another miracle.
By the grace of God is right. Yeah. Look, Philly, no question. They ain't even a conversation. The way they playing, Philly, period.
You just pray. You pray as Philly. You want us to lose against Philly. That's what you want.
I want y'all to beat Philly because Philly's the only team that's even making us think this year. Because we know Dallas and the Giants ain't doing nothing. So Philly's the only team we really got to worry about. Let's go.
Okay, Sean, we don't have to talk about what we do to Washington.
You
may be able to get a 40 burger on the Giants. Was that the Giants? I got Carolina.
It was Carolina.
But who got a 50 burger on y'all one time?
You keep going back to the past.
Points.
This is why y'all can't move forward in Dallas, because y'all keep living in the daggone past. Okay, that was over 2 years ago, Janae. The new dawn.
It was 2 years ago. Not over. 2 years ago. Around this time, Sean. Around this time, we beat you 50.
Listen. America was stricken with COVID. Okay, we couldn't even field enough players on our team. I don't want to talk about that game. Okay, you know what? See, this is why we come after y'all Cowboys fans. Okay, because y'all never let up.
I know. I'm gonna be good. Back to zip it. I zip it again.
Okay.
But as you can see, we're going for 2 different teams. But I could be realistic and definitely probably say Philly will beat us. But it's okay. Let's move on, Sean. I'm getting sad.
Yeah. Yo, the Tennessee Titans now are playing the Los Angeles Chargers. I think the same thing we say about a lot of those teams. The Titans are just they can't get out of their own way. Their quarterback situation ain't working for them. Now they don't have Derrick Henry, so you can't really rely on anything on the ground game. And the Chargers are kind of playing together. I think they're kind of in the middle of the pack, but I got the Chargers in this one. They're trying to keep pace in the AFC West, and I just don't see Tennessee pulling anything together to win this thing.
Yeah, I feel you. Los Angeles is definitely going to win this game. They got the win last week. I absolutely think they're going to win. Tennessee's just too depleted, man. They're just not. Yeah, I'm sorry, but they're not a good team. Los Angeles isn't great, but they're better than Tennessee, so I think they'll pull it off.
Right. So shout out to Tennessee. We'll see, and we know you're on a list coming.
Let us know what you think.
Oh yeah, yo, we got to move on. Arizona playing the New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers played a couple games with Devontae, with Gary Wilson, with those guys. Not looking great. Nothing what we expected. Now it's all on him. Arizona has been playing up since getting their butts kicked 42-14 by Washington. They have been coming back and doing well this season. This one's kind of a toss-up for me. What do you think, Janae?
Yeah, when Devontae finally got his first touchdown, I could see the Jets pulling it off. But Arizona, I mean, they're a sleeper team, man. They've been really doing some things. So I think Arizona possibly could win this game. So it is a toss-up for me. I can't really pick. If I'm gonna pick, it'll probably be. I said the Jets. The Jets could pull it off.
Oh yeah. And a matter of fact, if you look at Arizona, in their last 4 games, they've won all 4. They beat San Francisco by
all
1.
4.
3-1 because they lost to Green Bay, but they beat the Chargers by 2, and they beat Arizona by Miami by 1, and then they crushed the Bears by 20 last week. Arizona is playing together. They're playing well. Kyler is having somewhat of a resurgence, even though half their team that they had a couple years ago was gone. No JJ, no DeAndre, and all that.
Yeah.
But shout out to James Conner. Shout out to what those guys are trying to do over
there.
Let's go. And I'm kind of with you though. I got the Jets. I think this is the game that the Jets pull out somehow, some way.
I got the Jets.
I got you. I can't. I want to go Arizona, but I think the Jets can do this.
Me too. As soon as I go for Arizona, they'll disappoint me. So
they'll do it right. Yo, we got to go on to the Sunday night game and potentially a Super Bowl preview, maybe if Houston can pull it together. Detroit versus Houston. What you think about this one, Janae? Because this is a big matchup.
Detroit.
Ooh.
Detroit.
Oh, I like that.
No hesitation, man. I'm telling you. I see something in Detroit that I don't see in a lot of teams. I mean, just based off of if you're looking at the NFC, I mean, Detroit, man. Detroit is just so good. Their defense is great. Their offense is great. Their special teams is good. I mean, they're good. They are good all around. So yeah, I'm going for Detroit on this one.
I honestly thought that once Aiden Hutchinson went down, there was going to be a serious drop-off on their defense. Yep. I'm not seeing that. They are playing more energized, more motivated now. And I've seen Houston look more human this year. Houston looked more like they can be beaten. We've seen them be beaten. Yeah. So I'm with you on this. I think Detroit right now, I think they're on a collision course with the Chiefs down the line. And I just see that happening. I think Houston's going to put up a fight, but I think Detroit's going to find a way to pull this one out.
Absolutely. I mean, you think about it. They were good last year, but they're better than they were last year. I mean, so much better. Detroit is better than what they were last year. They just look better. I mean, man, I'm jealous. So yeah, Detroit.
And shout out to the state of Michigan. Shout out to all the people in Detroit. We know y'all have been down for some time, some years.
But you back, baby. You back.
Let's go. You are back. Speaking of people that are back, Tua is back for Miami, and even though they're still struggling, they are playing a resurgent Rams team on Monday Night Football. The Rams are 4-4, and now that Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, those guys are back. Now Matthew Stafford has his weapons. The defense is playing good. I mean, what you got in this game? And then I got another question after that.
All right, so I think Miami's gonna win. Miami is due for one. Tua's actually been playing pretty daggone decent. I mean, the way they've lost the last 2 games, you can't be really upset with them. And, they're trying. It's just, just not getting over the hump. I think Miami's due for one. I think I'm gonna take Miami in this game.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go Rams on this one. And the reason why I'm gonna do that, I think they're coming together at the right time. If they can remain healthy the rest of the season, and this is where my question comes in. Can the Rams be a dark horse in the playoffs this year?
I mean, you can never count out Stafford. Stafford is the man. But I will say it took a while for things to gel when Coop got back. So I don't automatically think it's going to click automatic. I mean, it may, but I just don't think it's gonna maybe click automatically with Puka. He's been out for majority of the season now, so with him coming back and maybe a little rust, yeah. But I'm going for Miami, man. They're due for a big time. Hill's due for one. You know, Tua's due for one. I mean, it's bound to happen. You got them playing. Let's get a win.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. And look, the Rams. I mean, look, that whole division in the NFC West is canceling each other out.
Yeah.
Every team has at least 4 losses, and every team has at least 4 wins in that. Okay. Arizona's 5-4, and they're in the lead, and Seattle's 4-5 at the basement. But the Rams and San Francisco are both 4-4. So you want to talk about a competitive division? All 4 of them jokers are playing. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to them. I do got the Rams. I think they can pull it out, but I'm hoping for Tua. And I don't know if you saw Tua went and ran, and he slid, and you see Tyreek coming over like, good. Yes, get down.
Do not get injured. We need you to freaking cover your whole body.
Right. Put that man in a bubble, please.
I'm scared when he runs. I'm even scared when that boy runs.
Bruh. I watch like this.
Do not take it. We do not want you to get hurt.
Come on, man. Come on. And look, I'm not gonna lie. If you get touched, retire. Please. Don't do this to me.
Get out of
Tua,
here.
I love you. I don't want to see you hurt like that, man.
And I'm telling you.